Okay, a lot going on. I just actually woke up. I was present with the live seminar of Live on Fire with Gary Vaynerchuck and Nick Unsworth. I mean, absolute fantastic marketing duo giving a live seminar. And I made a small synopsis, so bear with me. If you haven't seen the seminar, I hope it's been recorded and will be shown again or will be published again. If not, this is a small synopsis, or at least the stuff that I picked out that may be worth sharing and hopefully helps you in your marketing career. So first of all, they obviously had a little intro and so on and so forth, the chaotic Gary and Nick style intro, and after that the more the topics came up, and it started with mindset, and mindset was basically brought down to a point that Gary is doing reversed engineering if it comes to success, meaning you literally take the result that you'd like to achieve and make a step-by-step program backwards until you reach the now moment. So when you want to be successful in the future, take the result that you want to achieve in your mind and make a step-by-step plan backwards towards the moment that you are in now. Now, if that sounds wonky, let me repeat that. Reversed success engineering means visualize the success that you would like to achieve, the result that you would like to achieve, whether that's a sport car or buying the New York Jets or getting an awful lot of viewers to your YouTube videos or helping the poor people somewhere or buying your mother a house or whatever. Get the result, visualize, and make a step-by-step program list of what you need to do in order to get to that result until you really land in the now, the situation that you're in now, and then it opens sort of like a stairway towards your success. And that you can use in marketing by asking yourself the question, what is the result that your customer or your client or your inner circle or your network wants to reach, so that you can help them with the steps to actually be there, be it, or get it, or achieve it. So that's the reversed engineering success formula that Gary and Nick talked about and shared about their own experience, more important than anything else. So the second thing that came up, which I made notes of, that I think is worth sharing, is to ask yourself two questions when you want to become an entrepreneur. Ask yourself two basic questions. And the first question is, what do you really love? That's one. And the second one is, what can you really do? And make according to that, create according to the answers that you are giving to yourself to those two basic questions, a business plan. So Gary used the, well, anyway, if you, I'll use an example, and it's half of what Gary said, but anyway, he said, okay, if you like dinosaurs, and I'm not sure what he used as the second example, but for example, if you like dinosaurs and you like making apple pies, then create some sort of a dinosaur image or link or logo, for example the dinosaur apple pie maker, and create a combination of both things, the things that you really love and the things that you really can do. So if you can make real good apple pie and you love dinosaurs, put a dinosaur's logo on your apple pie and sell extra large dinosaurs apple pies or something like that. But ask yourself those two questions: what do you really love and what can you really do best? And make a combination of that. When you fail in the second part, that you don't really know what you can do best, stick with the first one and go with that. So make a combination of both questions. What can you really do and what do you love best? And make a business out of it. So it all had to do with following your heart and following your passion and following your dream instead of being indoctrinated to do somebody else's work. Then the third point that was worth mentioning was to stick to your zone. So in Holland we have a saying for that, but I can't translate it, but it really means that when you're good in making shoes, make shoes. You know, when you are a chef and you're good in making apple pies, make good apple pies and make your business out of that. When you're good with doing household work or cleaning, make a service out of that. Create something, a business formula, a business model out of that in which you really feel comfortable. You do not have to specifically get out of your comfort zone. Stick to your comfort zone and do that repeatedly. Obviously you can also get out of your comfort zone, but then maybe it's in staying in your comfort zone and use methods, or for example go in front of a video in your comfort zone yet out of your comfort zone exposure wise. So challenge yourself in different attitudes, in different exposure methods, etc., but perhaps stick to your comfort zone and do that which you are good in doing, and repeat that and book a lot of success, and you'll see that you grow in self-respect, in business, in revenue, etc., etc. The fourth thing worth mentioning was a marketing strategy and an approach that literally is ancient, always worked, always will work, and that simply give value first and then give services or products. So give value first. Whatever you do, when you do networking or when you are, try it out in your job or try it out in your new business, but give people value first and mean it from your heart. Share your knowledge, share your value, share your products, give free samples, give value, give the biggest secrets that you have, share them. So when you are a specialist in a niche, for example, share your secrets and give value first. When you truly give value first and then introduce services and products, you'll be a winner from the get-go. So the fourth thing worth mentioning was give value first. That's the best, absolutely best marketing strategy. The fifth worth mentioning part that I picked out, at least there were 1,000, and obviously it went Gary Vaynerchuck and Nick Unsworth Formula One style, so you were not able to always follow everything, and there was a lot of humor in the comments, mind you. But the fifth point worth mentioning that I picked up and I wrote down is about marketing, and the two basic questions or suggestions that were made is to ask yourself the first question: who is your customer? And really take your time doing that. So try to think for a moment, envision yourself for a moment who your customer will be, and make your price according to that customer slot, that customer area, that niche, so that you do not miss the whole boat. So the first question you should ask yourself, or that's a suggestion marketing wise, is who is your customer, or who do you prefer your customer to be, and make your pricing and your product and your service accordingly. Then the second question you should ask yourself is, where are your customers? Now that's not only a place where they live, like New York, Boston, Amsterdam or whatever. So it's not a geographical question, but also where do they hang out? On which platforms are your customers? Are they on Facebook, Twitter? Are they female, for example, which most of them hang out on Pinterest? Ladies like pictures. Maybe they hang out on Tumblr. That's a different customer group. And then LinkedIn altogether is different again, more business and serious, and more authentic and more, what can I say, more trustworthy. So really ask yourself, where are your customers? So the first question is, who is your customer? And basically base your price accordingly and your services and products according to the question of who your customer is. And the second thing of marketing is check out where your customers are and go and get them there where they hang out. The sixth point worth mentioning was, oh sorry, that's the pitch. I mean, then literally they pitched and pitched and pitched and pitched, and they pitched two things. First of all, obviously Gary's new book. That's the first thing that was pitched all along. And the second thing is obviously the Live on Fire event, January the 10th, 2014 in San Diego. And Nick Unsworth gave a website address, which I believe is, www.liveonfire.com/San Diego. Go there and get a big $400 discount of the entrance fee and the whole package to be on the Live on Fire event, January 10th, 2014. And I made a decision to be there, although now I'm really on the verge of surviving and starting different businesses and rolling out my software and several new sites. But I made a decision to be there January the 10th, 2014 in San Diego. So it's on video now, it's my commitment, and I hope to really meet you there, Gary and Nick, and to shake hands, to give you a hug, and to share my love and my knowledge. And obviously learn from you guys and make a lot of connections. So the pitch was literally, come to the Live on Fire event January the 10th, 2014 in San Diego. It's now only $97 if you go to liveonfire.com/San Diego, and it saves you $400. So get tickets now if they're still available with the special deal, and if not, the price goes up to $179, and then I think it even goes up higher. So Live on Fire event January 10th, 2014. Get the tickets on www.liveonfire.com/San Diego. And Gary, my God, Gary's style. He checked out the questions made on the webinar, comment boxes, and one guy said, I can't make it, I don't have enough money, and he literally, and it was very touching, he literally gave him free entrance and a trip and everything. So he gave away, I don't know, a couple of $1,000 to get that guy there in San Diego. So whoever that was, congrats, and I hope to meet you there as well and give you a big hug and help you to have enough money and to have enough time to be there the next time on your own wallet. So Gary, also thanks for that gesture, and you again installed an awful lot of humility in me by just doing that right there on the spot, the way you are. The seventh worth thing mentioning was the fact that Gary emphasized Twitter, and that he literally says that Twitter is the absolute #1 social media platform because it's so recent, it's true, it's short, he mentioned a lot of positive things, and I, to be honest, at this moment only use Twitter and YouTube. That's it. So I use YouTube together with Twitter, and that's it. I don't give a hoot about Facebook. I have Facebook accounts and Tumblr accounts and Pinterest and all the other stuff. But I mainly now work with Twitter and YouTube. Make videos, add them, you can make little words on it like you see on the screen, and you can do a lot with YouTube videos and with YouTube channels. And obviously Twitter yourself crazy and make sure you do several Twitter how do you say it, routines. So your routines is to use Twitter twitter.com/search and find out. You can enter keywords on twitter.com/search, or Twitter search they call it, and I believe that is a very underestimated search engine, because you can truly see on Twitter search where people are talking about at this moment, and then obviously hook in and follow those people and start communicating with them, and you have a huge following before you know it, specifically with your niche market. So Twitter. Then there's obviously also software programs that automate your Twitter. I'm not going to mention that. It's a different video. And obviously the best thing is to live Twitter yourself. And I do personally have nothing against virtual assistants that Twitter for people. It's a whole different story. It's all about being authentic and real and in context at the right moment, at the right time, giving the right messages to the right people at the right moment on the right platform, and so on and so forth. So the basic principles still exist whether you have automated Twitters or non-automated Twitters. So I'm a huge fan of one of authenticity, stay real and stay in connection, but also use autoresponders and auto software plugins, widgets, etc. So point 7 was basically Twitter until your arms fall off. And then the 8th and last thing worth mentioning that I made my notes of in anyway. I'll see if there's anything on the back. No. Oh, the 8th thing worth mentioning is a strategy and an attitude kind of thing, or a basic advice that Gary and Nick gave, and that is 1. Act human all the time. Act human. So in marketing or in your messages or whatever, get in connection and act human. And then the second thing is, after you acted human for a little while with somebody, then throw in the hook and use your marketing skills to sell. That is a bit of, I believe, is discussed in jab, right hook. So act human and then use your hook. That was it. Live on fire. Please open the share option under this YouTube video and push all your social media buttons and share this video. And Gary and Nick, I hope to truly see you in San Diego the 10th of January on the Live on Fire event. And for me it was a trip and a half. I only slept a couple of hours. I have to go to a job right now. I'm doing both. I'm hustling. I'm crushing it. Oh, and by the way, read this book as a basic start, how to become an internet entrepreneur and how to have the right mindset and the right social media platforms, and so on and so forth. Gary Vaynerchuck, Crush It. The book is absolutely worth buying, and after you've read it, maybe share it with your downline or with your family or with whoever you grant the same lifestyle. I'm crushing it. Gary Vaynerchuck and Nick Unsworth, very much. Thank you very much. And I'll see you in the next video. Pass it forward, share this video, help people in your surrounding getting out of this recession by inspiring them with the proper mindset, and take action and help them take action accordingly. I'll see you later. Bye bye.